Ladies and gentlemen, Serena just got released, and do you want to melt bosses like this? Look at this hard boss right here. I'm talking one of the hardest bosses in the game, getting killed absolutely instantly. I'm just kidding. That's a normal mode boss, but you can actually do this. Yeah, we got Swampy here. Swampy got served. We went and faced Gluttony. He got served, and then we went to the new boss, the Tormentor. Yeah, he's getting killed in like, I think people are doing it in 2 seconds. Serena's broken. You don't even have to do a lot of investment into her. You just need one weapon. You don't even need a reactor. You don't even need a full armor set. You need one catalyst, and you need a little bit of her arch points for the, I call it the Paragon board, and you need a little bit of your seasonal upgrade. I'm gonna just show you an easy build that you can rock and just dominate the game. Like literally, I think they need to get rid of it. Like, it's too good. Like, you're just melting everything and it makes it kind of boring. But hey, it's new character, go grind. Let's get into it. First off, I just want to show you, this is a pub group Deathstalker. Me personally, I hate Deathstalker. I hated doing it with pub groups just because people didn't run the shield builds, they didn't run the OP builds, and it just seemed like you would either kill the boss or you would just instantly wipe. We don't have to worry about that no more. You just take 2 of these in here. Luckily, I matched someone that had Serena leveled, and we just instantly clapped the boss. Because you got to think, when you load in to a random pub, they don't expect you to just do all this damage right off the bat, but this character is just toned for it. Jump in the air, activate your abilities, pull out a gun, proc firing fiesta, all day. So anyways, let's get into it. So first, this is your most important thing. I don't know any other weapons that people are using, but Last Dagger is just so good. I use it with my Gley, and I'll actually be showing you the Gley build that I've been using just to run through those 30s, those Void Erosion 30s, because if you're like me, you haven't played for a while and you don't have those cord perks up top. My chill attack is low. My firearm attack is not 80%. My fire rate is not 20%. So I'm missing out too. And I'll tell you what, farming those cores is not fun. Last Dagger makes it easy. So anything you could do in your power to go farm it, use the pity system, use the free handouts that they give you for signing in, the gold boxes, please get a Last Dagger. This gun will carry you through all the content, and it's so good, it'll make you put the game down. I'm not even kidding. When you run this build with Serena, you need Firing Fiesta. Why? Because it procs with her ability, and when you dash, all you have to do is hit that reload. So when you jump up in the air, boss spawns, hit the dash, proc Firing Fiesta, hit the dash again, hit the dash again, boss dies. Obviously, you can run 2 enhancements to whatever weakness the boss is, but you're gonna have to use some catalysts. Again, I just got this yesterday, so I'm trying to catch up. Right now, I could use chill and toxic, so usually what I've been doing is just using chill for most of the Void Erosion 30s, and then even on the bosses. The new boss obviously was weak to toxic, so I wanted to try it and got a 4-second kill, but again, you don't need to do it. So now let's talk about her reactor. Wait a minute, she's so good you don't even need one. I just did skill cost, skill cooldown, because when you're in the air with Serena, you're literally draining her MP, so I just said, hey, skill cost and then cooldown, obviously, so you could spam your stuff even better. Here's where it gets tricky. Yes, that's right, you're seeing 4 different armor pieces here for your components. Your main goal is to get that white number where it says max HP. You want it to say 646, so it says 646 here, 646 on this one, 646 here, and unfortunately I don't have the auxiliary power at 646, but I do have 484. The reason why is this number right here. The higher her HP, the more damage you're going to do. So this is the reason why I have this on. You could start low. You can just put 4 pieces on that have max HP at 484 in each slot and work your way up if you don't have these, but most people can just go gollywop the boss real quick, whatever boss these drop from, and just easily get these. So take your time and get those. Going into your Inversion Reinforcement, this is why the build is just so busted, because while you're in the air, multi-hit chance is 100%. Like, they're probably like, I can't believe they even put this in the game, but I get it. They want you to play Serena, but it just makes it, everything just goes bye-bye. I usually just switch my rounds, whatever I need it to. Obviously I have toxic or chill, and then strike point, which is huge because you get weak point damage. And then this fully upgraded all the way, you just get 3 damage here. So if you're wondering how to just rank this up, the Inversion Reinforcement, just go grind the new activity until your head spins. That's right, the Sigma sector. I was able to do runs today, and I was getting over 2,100 points for my board. I call this the tuning Diablo board, the Paragon board. I was actually getting 2,100 points per run playing on that Sigma sector at the high risk, because you're able to buy boosters. Yes, I did swipe. As you see here, there is a 30% gain. So if you go to the shop, you can actually come down here and buy the support item, and it's 30% right here. The reason why I did this is because I was told by someone in chat, if you apply that 30% and then you buy a 15% over here, they actually stack. So you're getting 45% more XP. And the reason why that's important is, well, you have to upgrade your Paragon board per character. So you might as well take advantage of whatever character you're on and level in the Sigma. Not only are you getting Inversion XP for your seasonal buffs, but you're leveling the board. This really doesn't matter right now. Yes, I'm sure there's level 40 boards out there and you can copy. They're probably just going to come down here and get the enhanced multi-hit percentage. You don't need the chance, but there's also some buffs down here. What I did is I just went straight for this because I wanted the firearm attack boost. And then I'm like, hey, she needs more health because more health, more damage. So I went and grabbed these three. So again, I'm still working on it, but again, you don't need any of this. I actually did a kill where I took all these points off. She still melts every boss. You don't need any of this leveled up. But I'm telling you right now, when you socket this, like if all you need is 6 upgrades, please just go 1, 2, 3, and then activate this. As long as you have this on with Serena, you're good. Like everything, just you get the 100% multi-hit crit and it's over. Now the time you've been waiting for, that good old screenshot. That's right. So this isn't even done. I did kills with less. So I took all these mods off and I actually put no mods, like not leveled up, and all you have to do is have 1 catalyst. I literally put amplification down to not leveled. I took off weighting the scales. I took off shield, pretty much to where I only had 1 catalyst, and that's right here on Stim Accelerant, and she still melts every boss. So I'm just letting you know. So when you unlock her, she's gonna be equipped with 2 M slots. All you have to do is put a C slot and you can equip overwhelming HP, increased HP, Stim Accelerants, and do time distribution if you want to, or just hold off and just play into weighing the scales, take off shot focus, and amplification control. You don't even need this. But like your main focus is these 6 mods right here. So these 6. The reason why is because the higher her shield is and the higher her health is, because it's going to scale with her damage. So don't worry about shot focus, don't worry about amplification. That does give me shield, but again, you're just trying to get that number up. And this is why it's so important to play into her HP, because of that bottom perk. It says when used on the ground, removes all debuffs on Serena and with allies in range, and grants Prayer of Redemption. When used midair, it grants Redemption's Judgments to self. So as you see the definition of Redemption's Judgment, it's going to last for 13 seconds. It has a radius. Additional AoE damage on your firearm is 100%. Additional damage to your firearm will be multiplied by your max HP by 0.8%. Just think of it like this. The higher that number, the higher your max HP number is, the more damage you're going to do while you're in air. And trust me, this number doesn't need to be a 32,000. It could be a 25. It could be a 2020. You're still going to melt everything in the game. It's just, this is like the most scuffed build ever, because you don't need components. You don't need a reactor. You just need a gun and you need a few mods, and that's it. It's just, it's mind boggling to me, but that's going to be your loop. So yeah, what you're seeing here was the 4-second kill. Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm going to activate my 2 so I can start flying. As soon as the boss's barrier comes down, I'm going to grapple in the air. I'm going to activate her 4 in air, and then I'm going to dodge so that I can proc Firing Fiesta and just rip on the boss. Now, obviously, not everyone's going to kill the boss that quickly, but just every time your gun needs to reload, you can dash if you have it to reload and just keep spamming your weapon and bosses fall over. This is the pain in the butt part, like farming these cores and being able to make your weapon stronger, having more fire rate. That's why you're seeing those bosses just get absolutely destroyed, because they're cored and they have max augmentations on them. I don't even have that, so I just wanted to show you like how far I was off on my weapon. So the chill attack, it's at 168. It can go up to 184. The firearm attack can go up to 80%. As you see, I'm not there either. And then the fire rate, which is very important for your Gley build and also for your Serena build, these both can be 20, and I'm not quite there. So you got to keep farming. I've been running these 30s, these Void Erosion 30s. I've been just literally running with pub groups, running with random teams, and we've been killing it. Like 5-minute runs. Average runs are like 6 minutes. But again, if you want to just go in there and just farm those cores for your Serena or whatever else, all you got to do is put on the Last Dagger and switch to mental focus with double chill enhancements. Everything else stays the same for your Serena build, but this is where the Gley just shines, and you'll be able to put these mods on right here. Go ahead and screenshot those. You're pretty much just running these so you have infinite uptime on your 3, so you can just spam the Last Dagger. Again, make sure you have chill attack and also your Inversion Reinforcement. I did switch it. I made sure that I have chill focus rounds on. I did choose the weak point damage, and then I just chose this. When I defeat an enemy, I get some HP simply because so I can stay alive. Again, these are kind of just up to you, but you really don't need it. Chill rounds are just important in the 30s, so you can freeze all the majors and just spray them down. For Reactor, you don't need to match Gley's because you're not using her non-attribute skill power. You're just using her 3 for her infinite rounds. So if you have a gold skill cooldown and a gold skill duration up Reactor, you should use it because that's the 2 main stats that you're focusing on for having infinite rounds in the Void Erosion. And then obviously you're running Annihilation with Gley because more firearm attack. I find this is probably the easiest build to run through these 30s with random people. Most teams with the fastest time run 2 Gleys, a Lepic and a Enzo, but it's kind of up to you. Now, if you're like Clyde, well, I don't have a Gley, I don't have a Last Dagger. Well, it's time to get to work. Better go grind for it. You can use other stuff, but again, there's efficient ways to do things and there's slow way to do things. And in this game, it's a farming simulator, so you just need to get what you can get. Sorry, this was a long one. I wanted to squeeze both builds into this video to show you what I've been using. Again, you can use whatever you want. If you stayed to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Remember, just because one person used things, the other person uses different, no one's build's better. Who gives a shit? Have fun. I'm playing the game. The update's cool. I'm having a lot of fun just messing around with stuff again, kind of like a new spark. Will it get boring? Sure, but we'll just wait for new content. You don't want to fall behind, because literally I was sitting here falling behind, and I just felt like when the new content came out, I didn't have the cores, and I'm like, damn, everyone's doing all this cool stuff and I don't have that stuff yet because I got to play catch up. So I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm done yapping. See you guys in the next one.